Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm so happy that you are here. I'm so happy I'm here. Happy full moon. We are going to jump right into this session per usual and just see what goes down and what happens. These sessions can be a little bit intense. I use a healing tool that is mine. It's called light language. It's tones that come out of my body, out of my lungs, from my soul. It's very healing for you. It's very healing for me. It's very healing for the universe. And it's something that came to me naturally. I believe light language, each of us has our own specific tone, our own specific vibrations, our own specific energies that want to come up and out of us that can help yourself, help each other, help the planet. And I've learned to take the light language and direct it. I've learned to take the light language and use it to heal. I've taken the light language and used it as keys to unlock certain things within these other different dimensional realms. Light language is extremely powerful, and it has many benefits in your body, mind, heart, and soul, and it also has many benefits for the universe at large, while also helping you, the person who's speaking it, to raise in vibration. If I'm ever feeling like low in any way, if I'm out and I come back home, I'll just come back home and start speaking it over myself and just really kind of moving the energy up and out of me. And I know it's a very weird language. I don't necessarily go around speaking it to different people. I basically speak it here, and sometimes during sessions, if clients know that I speak it, if clients know that it's something that it's one of my gifts. But for the most part, some people are like, what is going on here? But it's just natural. It's something that, came to me naturally quite a few years ago, and I've just honed in on that skill, and it's extremely powerful. I'm sure you all have watched many other light language healers online as well. So we'll get right into this session, but I wanted to just set an intention that tonight I've been getting the call for the last few days for just a huge heart activation, and I know I do these all the time, I feel like, but now that a new wave of people have awakened, we want to really direct this to each of our hearts, but also to these new people that are just kind of waking up and kind of uncovering their eyes and knowing that life, is a little bit more than what they've been living for all their lives. And also, another thing that came to me tonight was secrets being revealed. So we want to set the intention for the secrets. Just all the secrets on this earth are just kind of let them come to the surface so that people can see the truth, so that people know like what the actual truth is, what has been hidden from us. Like, I came across this documentary where this guy was talking about how the Mayans were in Georgia, like in this national park. They found like Mayan ruins that were connected to the Native Americans, and just this whole thing where it's like it's all connected, it's all there. And the reason why I was watching is because he couldn't get past. Like, they wouldn't let him come through to see the ruins. It's like they're being protected. And they found these in 2020. So it's just bizarre. And it's like, you know what? Just let us understand the truth. We're strong enough as humans to handle the truth. They all think we're not strong enough, that we are not emotionally stable and capable. And maybe some people out there aren't. But for us that are ready for whatever that truth is, let us have it and let us do with it. Stop feeding us fake stuff all the time, because we can see right through it. And honestly, in my opinion, we all see the truth as it is. Maybe not all of us, but I truly believe, like, it doesn't take very much to be able to know, like, what's going on energy-wise and what's being, hidden, and all of these different things that are being kept from us. They don't want us stepping into our power, because when you are fully in your power, you're not easily controlled. And that is like, that's the biggest thing here for me, is to, like, if I have the opportunity to give the power back to the people, like, heal, activate your power, activate your confidence, activate your gifts within you, and then shoulders back, and like, you just go on living your life. You're not really living in their world. Like, I was thinking about today, like, I don't really live in the same world as most people. Yes, I'm in this world, but like my perception of this world compared to like the next person is completely different. And it's like, wow, that is how you see the world, and that's how you live daily. You see all of that. I don't even see that. And I know it's like, oh, you're putting your head in the sand. It's like, no, I just literally don't live in that realm, in that place, in that time. I don't see all that. I used to, but I don't necessarily attach and allow my emotions to be scrambled everywhere. I stay steady in my emotions, and whatever is going on out there and with other people is what is going on out there with other people. It's not directing me affecting me directly, and therefore, if I cannot help them, what is the point of me having chaos in my mind and in my heart towards them? When you have the chaos and the energy in your mind, the depression, the anxiety, oh, the world's horrible, that's what you begin to create in this world, in your world. And whatever's going on over here with these people or with this group of people or whatever it is, that is for them to experience. That is for them to experience, not you. You're not in their situation. Whatever they're going through, if it's something very traumatic, trust me, they have the ability to cope. You, on the other hand, you're not living in that situation. Therefore, you're not coping. You're just throwing your emotions everywhere. You're allowing yourself to go low vibing because of what they're experiencing. And just like you have experienced your own traumas and your own pain, you too have moved through it. You too were equipped with enough stamina, with enough coping mechanism, skills, whatever you want to call it, to get yourself through it. Because when I was living in my life and, living in my lower vibration, it's like, I didn't want anybody coming down to my realm, to my lower vibrational, addiction or whatever it was. But, and to me, it's like, I was coping, I was surviving, and it's like, it wouldn't have done any good for my family to come down as low as me. It's good that they stayed right where they were. And so I guess my point is like, if you can't do anything about the situations in the world, I would just suggest that you stay in a place of like, just create your own world. And I think that's what so many of us are doing. But creating your own space, your own sacred space every single day. The internet can be it can bring you down. It's like if you wake up, first thing you do is scroll on Facebook or Instagram or something like that. It's like you see all this stuff just coming at you. And it affects you. You don't even know how it's affecting you, but it is affecting you. It is causing emotional surges within you. And so if you're doing that as soon as you wake up and it's just coming at you, feed, it's feeding your mind every single day. And so it's just important to know like what you're feeding your mind. And like all my social media is, I just follow people that feel good to me. If they don't feel good to me, I either delete them or I just don't pay it any attention and move on. And it's no offense to anybody at all. It's just what feels good to me. So thank you for letting me get that out of my heart. Spirit really likes to speak a lot through about a lot of this stuff. So the other two things really quickly is, whenever I was going to get on tonight, it's like, our guides are here. This place is active right now with so many of our guides. And I kept hearing who's ready to rumble, like that right before a match or whatever, like who's ready to rumble. I was like, okay, Spirit. And then the other thing like, might be something that is for somebody out there. It was just kind of funny. And then the other thing is when the saints come marching in. I've been hearing this song for the last 2 weeks. It'll just come in here and there. Oh, when the saints come marching in, and it'll just keep playing in my mind, and I just keep seeing these sacred beings. One night when it came through, I was laying in bed and the song started playing. I started naming off all of the saints, and I will tell you right now, I do not know all of the saints. And they started popping off in my head, Saint Mark, Saint Thomas, Saint Peter. I mean, just names, I was just wow, I didn't even know that was a saint. Okay. And it just came so naturally. So If it resonates with you, great. If not, that's okay too. I just wanted to to let you know that. I thought that was kind of funny because I do believe that right now, like, all the saints are marching in. I think that everybody's stepping up into their power and really stepping into who they came to be, who they are, and what is coming up ahead is going to be most magnificent. And so we just have to hang on. So I'm going to use this light language now, and let us begin. Galai alai oyete esanime palai oyete esanime pila iro kanama ande sedaloi kolai kuti esanime pila kinama ande senamoy kalai oyete esani pila iro kanama ande galai kuti esanime pila iro kanama ande sedaloi koyete esanime pila kinama ande galai ada esanime pila kanama ande. Another thing that came through as I was setting everything up and calling in the guides and calling in this sacred space was they put us at the top of Chichen Itza. It was like my whole entire apartment literally just is like they bilocated us right on the top of Chichen Itza tonight. So it is a full moon, and I could just feel the energy rushing in. So if you can just imagine that you're standing at the top of Chichen Itza in ceremony. Aloi, olai, ete esenime, pila urokanama day, just calling in that sacred moon energy to begin pouring into your crowns, activating and stimulating the mind. Galoi, olai, ete esenime, pila kunama day, sedalai, kiti esenime, pira kunama day, kilai, kuti esenima, pira kunama day, sedalai, olai, kuyete kunama day, kiti esenime, pila irakunama day, cinema, lo iade kunamai. Kada esenime pira kunamai alai oite esenime pira kunamai shetalai olai kata alai esene alai ayera kunamai siduloi kiti esenime pira kunamai selai alai oite esene alai kodi esenime pira kunamai. Just going to begin to flow this energy down into the pineal gland. Halai alai katia senime pilai alai uyete esene kuida ira kanamoy puyete esene me piera kanama ande shedalai kuyete esene lai iro kanama ande kolai alai ate esene me piera kanamoy alai ira kanama ande sedabalai kuyela ira kanama ande senaloi kudai kiti esene me piera kanama ande Salai, alai, ala ira kunamoi, puyate esenumi, pira kunama ade, sinimoi, kalai, olai ate esenu, ira kunama ade, kalai, alai, ayere kuname, puyate esene, alai kunama ade, sedalai, kolai, kete esenumoi, pira kunama ade, sedabaloi, ayati esenumo, kira ira kunama ade, sedabaloi, alai, ayate esenu, kolai, yote esenumo, pira kunama ade. Just activating and stimulating the pineal gland. I am just seeing Jesus walking up behind you, just right here, kind of in front of me, but behind you as you're sitting in front of me. Eloi, olai, alai, te esenime. I do just hear him saying, I know some of you are mad at your current situation. And he's saying that they can see the bigger picture, and that each of you are doing a most magnificent job hanging on and hanging in there and keeping yourselves humbled, keeping yourselves at whatever vibration you can. You know, some of us have to go through these ups and downs. There's going to be a lot of ups and downs in your awakening, on your ascension path, whatever you would like to call it. There is a lot of ups and downs, and you will find yourself sometimes where you're just wiped out, you're tired, and you don't even know why. It's because your body is having to absorb all. It's almost like, yes, the gamma rays are coming in, but you're also processing a lot of energies, a lot of old traumas, a lot of old baggage that you have somehow, some way been holding on to. It's like my vision for my life whenever I started on this path was like, I was carrying like duffel bags full of trauma and crap. And one day, I think I was listening to Dolores Cannon on something, and she said, you can't bring it with you. You can't bring the karmas with you. You can't bring the baggage with you. Where we're going, you can't bring any of it with you. It's like you're becoming a light body. And as you become like lighter and brighter and light, it's like the baggage, the traumas, the depression, the anxieties, all this stuff, it's heavy. It weighs and keeps you down in the 3D or in the lower vibrational realms. And so the more you let go, the more you drop the baggage, the more you find forgiveness, not for them, but for you, the more you release it out of your heart, the more you release it out of your mind, the little by little, the healings you do, releasing more. As it comes up, you just keep releasing until one day you're just like, wow, okay. The baggage is gone. Maybe I still have to process stuff in my body, in my mind, in my heart that comes up, but that stuff's gone. And now I can start getting, some downloads. Now the downloads will start, activating within me. Because if we have J-cells in us, if we have things that are blocking, our energy field to where these downloads are coming in and they can't process in our bodies from the way I perceive it. I might be saying it wrong, but it's just the way that my mind has seen it all these years. Is like whenever I had any lower vibrations in me, it's like that stuff had to come up before these downloads and this stuff could really activate within me. And I'm pretty sure it's the same for everybody else. Like, I don't think I'm just the only one that has to deal with that. So the more you keep letting go and just letting go, man, just let your parents off the hook. Let them off the hook. Like, they were conditioned, they were programmed to be these chaotic beings. They didn't know any better, and if they did know better, it's like, well, they didn't do better, and that's okay. We can release them of their whatever, we're not living in that time now, It's like, we get to just drop it, drop it all. Just drop all of the baggage and just find some goodness. Kalai oyate asunumia paloi. Kalai ati yisinyuma yelakinamo day, selalai, kolai ati yisinyuma pirakanamo day, senalai, alai, kolai ade, alai, ayarakinamo day, sedibia pirakanama day, sedaboloi, ayarakinamo, kitty yisinyumi pirakanamo day. We're going to activate and stimulate the throats now. Kalai ati asinyi. Actually going to use this polish one. Holai ayatia yerakinamoi piete asinyi o yerakinama day. Salai olai alai kitia asinyi mea pialai oalai edekanama day. Just going to cleanse the front and the back of the throat. Aloi. Setepolai ayerakinumia piadekanama day. Sedilai alai oyate asinyuma pirakanama ade. Sedalai alai kiti asinyuma pirakanama ade. Sedalai olai oyate kanamoe poite asini kirakanama ade. Godoi alai ate asinyuma pila irakanama ade. Sedalai alai kiti asinyuma pirakanama ade. I am seeing now that Master Jesus has got both of his hands kind of like this on tops of your heads right now. You can feel the warmth on my head. It's very beautiful. Just allow that energy, if that feels right and true and good for you. Aloi oye tia shinimo pirakunamo day. que tu esenimia pira kona moe, lae, alue, esene, kalae, pate, sene, pira ira kona made. And come into the hearts now. Use this rose quartz. Bilai, alai, ate esenimia piro kana maadai, sedaloi, kiti eseni, miolai, oyada kenoi, oyate eseni, kuloi, alai ate esenimia piro kana maadai, sedadai, alai, ayate esenimia piro kana maadai, Kilai, kiti esenimoi, ilai iro kana maadai, sedalai, kiti esenimia piro kana maadai, Sidalai, alai ate eseni, kila ira kana maadai, sedimia, puida ira kana maadai. Just cleansing and clearing the front and the back of the heart. Alai, ayate esenimia, pira kana maadai. Shitilai, alai, kuta asanama, pira kana maadai. Just gonna create a vortex in the front and the back of your hearts. Yalai, oyate esenimia, pira kana maadai. Sidalai, aloi, ate esenumi, pira kana maadai. Aloi, kete esenimia, pira kana maadai, sidalai, kiti esene. Kolai, alai, te senimi, pira kana maadai, sinamoi, kida ira kana maadai. Sitidai, kulai, kiti esenimi, pula ira kana maadai. Actually, let me put a little bit more of that into your pineal glands. Oloi kiti esenimi pira, alai ira kana maadai. Now, as I tune into Chichen Itza at the top of the pyramid right now, what I see is they are bringing around what looks to me like bowls of cacao right now. So just allow yourselves to breathe and just be in this moment. And go ahead and just imagine that you are taking a sip of the cacao, allowing that sacred drink to replenish, and just it's got that bitter taste to it, you know. It's good, but I can only have a little bit of it. Geloi ate isinume piera kunamante sedalai alai ayere kunamante kuloi ate isinume piera kunamante sedalai olai alai ate isinume piera kunamante Boto isinume piera kunamante sedalai alai ayere kunamante Alai kiti asinumu piro kunamai ati asinume kilai ade ira kunamade sidalai alai ati asinume kira ira kunamade. What's interesting and happening right now is that there's what looks to me probably like a shaman going around, and he's kind of putting so where that line is at the tops of your head right here, he's taking what looks to me like a red paste, which very well could be blood. Every time I do stuff with them, I always get a little hesitant because I'm not a very blood and gory person, but anyways, you see that line at the tops of your head. He's coming down with a bowl of this red substance, and it does look like a mixture of like a paste. It's been turned into a paste, so very well, like I said, might be blood. But anyways, and he's taking it and he's rubbing the paste down your scalp right now, and it is blood. So somebody prepare my stomach. I'm just kidding. So as he's taking it, he's taking the paste. But it actually looks like it's got some sort of a clay or something that makes it thick. Something that it's been mixed with. It's not necessarily just blood, so it's like a paste. But he's coming around and just putting it on each of your scalps right there where that middle line is. And then as he does that, it's like what looks to me like the moon's energy it's like the moon's energy begins to like shine down right into that area. Also interesting that as the paste was on, it's like the person, you or me, whoever it is, I'm like looking at you or the Mayan people sitting there, and it's like they have their eyes closed, but they're kind of rolling their eyes like this, kind of like in a hypnotic trance, and the moon's shining in, but they're kind of in this like weird like I said, hypnotic place. It was what it feels like. And then as I look into the mind of the Mayan I'm looking into, it's like his mind becomes this projection screen, and as the projection screen goes up, it's like showing what looks to me like the flattening of the land, like bulldozers coming in, cutting down all of the trees. Things are coming in that are destroying. So maybe he's prophesying, what has happened in our land today. I'm just trying to pick up on what. Saying they don't even bless the land before they cut things down. They don't even take into consideration the earth. They don't even take into consideration nature, is what I'm feeling in his heart. His heart feels very, like, not frustrated, but very burdened, I suppose, would be the word. I do keep hearing that's why you were all sent here. That's why you're all sent here. That's why you're here. With that being said, I do just want to make a side note, which I probably shouldn't do right now, but please allow yourself to enjoy your life. Just, it doesn't always have to be about being here and saving the planet and, doing all this stuff. Like, we're here, but we still need to live our lives. We still need to laugh. We still need to enjoy. We still need to, play with dogs and, be goofy, and don't let this, sour your human life. You did come here to experience life. You did come here to do things. You can't do much about all of this stuff. All we can do is plant down the vibration of change, plant down the vibration of love, plant down the vibration of powerful energy coming through the land that is making the changes. All we can do is be the light. And as we are the light, the darkness is dispelled. Another thought that's coming up in regards to our light being so bright is that with that comes the darkness, getting darker, the light getting lighter, all that stuff. But you just have to keep maintaining your light and keeping yourself functioning at a high, functioning at whatever frequency you find yourself in every single day. There is no, I need to be at this place, in this space every single day. Just be where you are and be okay with where you are. If you're depressed or sad one day and you need to sleep all day, fine. Be gentle with yourselves. Be gentle with yourselves, please. It's like, that was the one thing that I just kept doing for myself. Was like, if I'm tired and I need to go lay down, fine. Usually when I would lay down and take a nap or go out or whatever I needed to do, as soon as I got back up, I was like completely changed person. I was like, wow, okay, that's all I needed to do to like keep up with the upgrades or whatever. Your body my body starts to go almost lethargic, like to where I can't. Like sometimes back in the day when I couldn't hold all these vibrations, I would like literally just like, one eye closing. I'm like, I gotta go lay down for a minute. I gotta go to my car and sit for a minute and let it all download. And so it might be that way for you. So just be gentle with yourselves. And let me check back in with this sacred Mayan being that is showing us. I do feel the sacred mother Isis right here. She's got one hand on my shoulder right now. So just allowing her sacred vibration to pour into each and every one of you. Galoi alai ete esename pela yelo kanama adai. Alai ete esenime pela yelo kanama adai. Sedalai oyati esenime kelai ete eseni oyelo kanama adai. Seralai, olai, elai, edi, eshenime, kira, ira, kanama, ade. I am getting like as you are prepared for your gifts, as you are ready for your gifts, and every one of us has gifts. Every one of us has sacred powers and abilities within us, bar none. Like, none of you came without them. Everyone has the ability to tap into your own energies, your own frequencies. You have a very bright light within you, and it is really up to you to do the work in order to get to that place where you want to be. And what she's saying is that it's like, I'm getting the energy of like when we were in Atlantis, when we were in Egypt, when we were in Mu, when we were in all these different places, and had these different lives. It's like I don't want to say like we have to earn our power back, but in some ways, the way that I felt my whole existence in this life is like, little by little did my abilities come on. Nothing was just poured. None of this was just handed to me the first day. It was like little by little by little, but I just kept going at it because I was like, I know there's something in here. I know there's something in here. I know there's greatness in here somewhere, and I'm going to find it. And you just have to believe that you have greatness within you. You have to believe that you have these abilities within you, and then start honing in on your skills, and start, training your mind, training yourself to believe that these beings are here working with you, through you, every one of you, I'm not sure if every one of you, but for the majority of you that are of the light, I think that, it's all energy. So, I can't attest to that. I have no idea, but I'm pretty sure it's, they're here to help. And that's all I know. That's the one thing that I know, is that they're here to help and they're here to love us. And it's a shame all the time I say that we can't see them in form, but that's the work, that's the process, because they are here in form. They're just in a different form than me and you. We're just in these heavy bodies, but they are here. I see their light bodies now. I see them when they walk into my apartment. It's the most beautiful thing, and it's something that I can't deny and won't deny ever. It's like, if I were on meds or drugs or something like that, I'd be like, yeah, that's my excuse, but I'm sober as the day and have been sober as the day for a very long time, so I can't blame anything, you know. I have nothing to blame except, you know, this is just one of my gifts. And I believe we all have that. Alai oyete esuni me piro kinama day alai yeti eseni ira kanama day. We've just activated and stimulated the solar plexus. Now we're going to move down into the sacral. Galai alai oyete esuni me piro kanama day. Said alai kiti esuni me. Gilai at the esuni me polai alai ira kanama day. Actually, I'm going to use a little tourmaline. Alai oyete ira kanama day. We're just going to begin to open up your sacrals. Yalai olai ero yerakanamade. Sedlai oyalai alai eloi yerakanamade. Sedapukolai aloi alai yeti asinimi pirakanamade. Sedlai oyete asunima poloi ade oyerakanamade. Kula loya de asinimi pilai elokanamade. Sedlai kuyete kanamade. There's a download coming in on my right side of my head right now for you. Aloe I is coming from Thoth. Something in regards to a sacred book. It's not the Emerald Tablets. It may be the Emerald Tablets, I'm sorry. It's something in regards to a black book. I have no idea. But some of you do know what I am talking about. Something in your soul, something in your spirit knows what I'm talking about. So just, if you're the one, you'll know. Your heart will know, your soul will know, your stomach will know, and you will know what to do. And you may not know what to do for another 10 years. It doesn't matter. Just... if you feel the hit, then just know that was for you. It does seem to me that there is a part of the Emerald Tablets that is like a little section that is very secretive and very, it's almost like very, very guarded, I guess. So it's not going to come to everybody. It's going to come to those that are ready for it, those that know about it, those that have, been about it, whatever you want to say. So, I think a lot of this stuff needs to come back online, but we can't necessarily give it to just anybody. Like, these energies and this sacred information needs to go into the hands of the people that will not use it for greed, will not use it to control or manipulate humanity. It needs to go into the people that are pure in heart, pure in mind, pure in spirit, that are ready and that are here to help, basically. Like, it's enough of all of that other stuff, I always tell you guys, if I have to come back to this planet, I want it to be better than what I left it as. I want to come back to something that is, like, decent. That's why I feel like we have to, or, I'm sure it will be in some way, right? Gelai olai oyete asunimi pira kunama de salai alai oyete esenimi pira kunama ande salai kuelai alai oyete esenimi pira kunama ande. I'm just gonna take this tourmaline and put it down into your sacrals. It's gonna go in a circular motion around the front and the back. Just cleansing, clearing, neutralizing the kidneys, the energies in the kidneys, energies in the liver, all of the other organs that I can't think of right now. Going into each of your organs. My mind's like going to each one in your stomach right now, but I cannot. The names are just leaving me. Kidneys, what's... Going into the gallbladder, the lungs, smaller intestines, lower intestines, larger intestines, all of your female parts, all of your male parts, your bowels, renewing each and every part of you. But I'm seeing a lot of energy trying to move through your body, a lot of dense energy trying to move through your lower intestines, trying to move through your stomach, pretty much just your lower intestines, clearing out the bowels. It might be beneficial. I definitely don't want to get any kind of advice, but a safe detox for some if it feels right for you. I used to drink a lot of lemon water back in the day, and I just started adding a little bit of lemon and lime to my water again after all these years, and it's been really refreshing the last few days, so maybe that will help some people. Set that guy here. Alright, so I'm just going to clear that energy out with the selenite. Sedepolai alai olai e te sinimi pira konomante sedalai olai ayeda konomoi kelai o te sinimi pira konomante sinimi pira konomante sedalai olai ira konomante. Wow, they just showed me the Mayan that was sitting there with the projection screen going. It was like the flash of humanity from their time going, the flashes of the destruction of the land, the building up, the building down, the this, the collapse, the that, all of the things like in one big flash as he watches this whole thing, and then he sees us. He sees the light. He sees us on the land, which is probably him or her or them sitting here with me and you. He's watching us as himself sitting here to make the change. You guys are here to make the change little by little, big by big, like whatever abilities you have, whatever, if you've got a channel that has a lot of followers and, you have the voice and the ability to help guide people or influence people or whatever it is, like I just pray and ask that you use it to the highest good of humanity, but I am seeing him like having hope at the end. He gets to watch like all of his progression and then watch the light come in, and it's like, oh, when the saints come marching in, it's like, I don't know anybody that's on this path that is willing to really back down, per se. I don't know if it got really tough if people would back out, but to each their own. We're here. We need to enjoy our lives, though. Like, we need to laugh, and we need to have fun, and we need to, find community and be in love with each other and have love for each other and support each other and be kind to each other and, allowing the egos to go down and, or whatever, allowing the ego to be put to the side and just love and care for each other, because at the end of the day, we're all going home together. We're all in this together, and we're all going home together. So it's like, you might as well just have a good time, make the changes necessary that need to happen, and go home eventually. Alright, so I'm going to blow this into your beautiful sacrals. perfect. So I'm going to move this sacred energy down into your roots now. We are almost done. Golai alai ate esinima piero kunama dai salai alai oyete esinimi piero kunama dai keloi alai aela ete esinimi piero kunama dai salai kete esinimi piero kunama dai. Now I'm watching what looks to me like Isis is at your spinal cords right now, at the top of your spinal cords, and what looks to me like a it's very weird. Looks like at your spinal cord, like your spinal cord keeps switching back and forth from like a human spinal cord to, like, for instance, like a dragon spinal cord, or a dinosaur spinal cord is what I'm getting. Like either one, I am getting dinosaur and dragon, but it's kind of switching back and forth. Gelai oyete esanuma piero kanamaldai alai alai iro kanamaldai. And what she is showing me is that it's like somehow activating the spinal cord of you and that being that is also you. I know it sounds kind of bizarre, but it's like activating maybe from another place in time, but maybe activating you as that being, connecting and merging you with that piece and part of you. Kilai alai ate esanimi pira kanama adai alai ayera kanama adai shoda balai alai ate esanimi pira kanama adai kulai alai ate esanima pila ira kanama adai. Yeah, there's something in regards to her pulling something off of your spinal cord, and what it looks like to me is like, you know how snakes have layers of skin on them? It's like your spinal cord had this very dense, I hate using the word like darkness, but this very dense, it does look like a darker, like snake skin kind of layer over your spinal cord. So it's like she's pulling that off of your spinal cord, and it's like from the top down to the bottom. She's pulling it right off of the middle of your back. And so it feels like to me that as she's pulling it off, it's like activating the spinal cord in these different dimensional realms as well. So like that dragon, that dinosaur, whatever you are, maybe all of the things, which we all kind of are, but as she's pulling it down, it's like activating, more of you, more of your abilities, more of your multidimensional selves. Now, if you guys ever get a headache or neck pains before or during the session and or after, it's usually a download coming in. You may be dehydrated. You may be like just needing water or electrolytes, anything like that. A lot of this energy is kind of flowing in. But if the neck or the head hurts, that's usually the indicator for me that like I'm trying to that energy is trying to come in. Sometimes it'll get stuck at the neck. It used to always get stuck in the neck for me, especially during full moons when I'd be really getting like super activated. It would like get stuck right here for something. So you can just take your hands and kind of move the energy down or pull at the bottoms of your neck and imagine that you've got kind of holes there, and just imagine the energy is kind of flowing out, and just imagine that it's all downloading in your body wherever it needs to go. Wherever place and space it needs to go. And you can also ask your guides to let them know, like, grace and ease, guys, grace and ease, like, this is a 3D body, like, grace and ease, please go easy on my body. I need you guys to help me activate this within me without it hurting my body, which it shouldn't hurt you too bad, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, if you get that headache or anything like that, usually on full moons I get a headache, and I have a slight one. Very slight, but I think it's because I went to the hot springs, and then I've been trying to drink enough water, but I'm telling you, Colorado, you just cannot drink enough. I need a river, literally, every single day. So let's make sure that the root is cleansed and cleared. Alai UAT Esanima Parai Erekanama Day, Sedalai UAT Esani Urekanama Day. So activating and stimulating the root. Just want to make sure that's cleansed and cleared and neutralized. And I'm going to hop off of here. Thank you guys for listening to me talk and chat. And I hope you enjoyed this healing. And thank you so much for being here and joining and subscribing. Thank you so much for liking the video. That really helps a lot. Helps these videos get to other people. Appreciate all of you beautiful friends. Just being here and showing up in your comments. I really appreciate all of you. It's like a burst of light. I'm just happy to be able to be here and do this with you all. So we're just going to make sure all that energy is grounded. I wanted to just say thanks and praise to Isis and thanks and, just give thanks and praises to the Mayan sacred beings that have helped us. Chichen Itza, blessing the lands, blessing America, blessing your land, your country, wherever you are. Just allow your vibration to go down and bless the lands. Just want to thank Thoth for the book. Thank you, Master Jesus, for coming through. Thank you to all of our guides. Thank you to this sacred, holy energy flowing through. Thank you so much. It is within us, it is above us, it is below us, it is around us, it is here for you, to love you. It is available to you, everything, healing, health, everything that you need and desire, it is here and available for you. If you can think it, you can create it. And so just allow yourself to know that and believe it and be in your hearts. And I love you so very much. I will see you guys later. Take care. Bye.